So it has come to pass. A new age of Twitter has come, my friends. Elon Musk is now in control of Twitter, and he's already been cleaning house. So he's fired, what's his name? Chief Executive Parag Agrawal, Chief Financial Officer Ned Siegel, General Counsel Sean Edgett, and Vijaya Gad, the head of Legal Policy, Trust, and Safety. They're all fired. You're fired. So he is officially in control. Yesterday, there was I think it was yesterday, where there was a video of him on Twitter going around of him walking into the headquarters with a fucking sink. You know, that whole meme of, let that sink in. The guy's fucking crazy. But people are like, oh man, it's good to have a CEO who of color now, because he's from South Africa. So, but of course, people are gonna be like, oh my god, he's gonna turn into a Nazi Germany, right-wing echo chamber. Oh my god, like, I'm gonna totally leave Twitter. No, you're not. No, you're not. The same people who say they're going to leave Twitter if Elon takes control of it are the same fucking idiots who said they would leave the country if Trump was president. You're still here. Shut the fuck up. But of course, you have outlets with their the typical fucking fear mongering. Here, let's see, where is it? Laundry list of ideas includes scrapping content moderation. Oh no. You mean people are going to be able to say what they want without the fear of being suspended for stupid fucking reasons? The horror! Now, of course, that doesn't mean everything. He's still going to uphold the violent shit, and that goes for the left, the right, black, white, pink, brown, Christian, Catholic, Jewish, you name it. You make threats of violence, you're going to be banned. But no longer are you going to be banned or suspended for saying that men can't get fucking pregnant. You're not going to be suspended for saying that you don't trust the fucking vaccine. You're not going to be suspended for saying that, there's only two genders. You're not going to be suspended for that shit. In fact, there's one tribal social, I think it's called. Nice name. You might as well just call it cultist social. Libs of TikTok was on there and said, men can't get pregnant. Guess what? They suspended their account. So Twitter, Elon is not going to do that shit. He'll obviously uphold the violence. So if you want to say, you're going to, if you're saying about doxing people or threats of violence, yeah, that shit, I agree. If you're a Republican and you have threats of violence, you should be off. If you're a Democrat, off. Anyone threats of violence, off. Gone. No questions asked, no nothing. But of course they're saying they're like, oh, it's gonna make it hard for women and just, I also like how they say strong left-wing bias in parentheses, in quotations, like it doesn't exist. It does exist. It's been proven it exists. Freaking Twitter themselves that said they have a bias. So why is it in quotes when it's an actual fact? Trying to find. Yeah, open source. So basically he wants Twitter to be more, transparent with its rules, its regulations, and this and that. Twitter hasn't had that kind of transparency. Same thing with like YouTube. YouTube will roll out with rules and not tell anyone about it, and then suddenly people are getting accounts suspended or getting demonetized, and like, why? What's changed about my content that you're suspending me for? And they're like, oh, recently in a rule change. Well, terms of service, you should have told us instead of fucking waiting for someone to fuck up to say so. You should have just been open about it and told us that rules are changing, terms of services are changing, and this type of content is no longer acceptable. So it's good to have a place that's open and transparent where people can say, see how algorithms work and, what's good, what's bad. Um, where is that? Let's see. There is another pretty. Okay, spam bots. Yeah, that's another thing. Fucking the bots that were. Um, yeah, there's a lot of fucking bots. Twitter also had a really big problem with, CP. Obviously, I can't say it here, but CP, you know what that is. Twitter, I remember a couple years ago, there were a bunch of people who were reporting a bunch of profiles that had nothing but that on their, on the profile. In fact, there was a story, the report about one of those, like a young kid, who's a young boy, who had stuff of him on Twitter that someone had posted, and Twitter refused to take it down, saying it didn't violate terms of service or anything. It didn't violate, any rules. But then when you go to the terms of service, you see exploitation of, it's right there in the rules, and they refused to take it down. They went to the police and everything, and Twitter just refused to take it down. So hopefully he does. I mean, I don't see anything like that anymore. I haven't heard anyone talk about it, so I assume it's been taken care of. But um, here we go. All this has led experts in online moderation, including some of Twitter's online safety advisory council, to fear Musk will usher in a new era of trolling on the platform. On Musk-owned Twitter could be disastrous for women and marginalized communities already facing abuse and targeted harassment on the platform. What about everyone else? So, harassing women and marginalized communities is bad, but coming out and wishing white men would die and saying that white men are the source of all fucking problems and you wish their parents would die and whatever, that's perfectly fine. So, women, marginalized communities, no, can't talk about them, but you can wish death and everything upon fucking white men, like they've been doing. And that's perfectly fine. Okay. Got it. Because that's what's been happening. If you say something about, you know, gender or something, that'll get you that'll get you kicked off. But that person can come back and say, well, I hope you and your fucking family die and this and that. Nope, nothing at all. Normally the person ends up just deleting their account out of the fear of being suspended, but nothing really ever happens. But also there's like advertiser, blah blah blah, 2 million followers, and on average your posts struggle to get more than 20 likes. There is already a block button. Click it. We got Blair White, cry more. They really love victimhood. They can build their own platform. Yeah. What did the left keep saying not too long ago? It's a private company. They can do what they want. If you don't like it, go build your own platform. And in fact, it was so common that this meme was made. Actually, it's a private platform. There's nothing wrong with a handful of private mega corporations controlling what we're allowed to talk about on the internet. It was so popular that this meme was created for it. Because the suppression of freedom of speech and everything was a legit thing. And they would just say, if you don't like it, build your own platform. It's a private company. They can do what they want. Good. Leave it if you don't like it. That's what you told us when it was your guys on top. This issue is not about her abuse or harassment. This issue is about people that people define abuse and harassment as anyone who dares challenge what they have said. Yeah. I was going to reply in a serious manner. Then I realized this was from Wired and quit caring. I'm a woman and you do not speak for me. I welcome the freedom to speak my mind that Elon Musk will bring. That's why they make what they make block buttons for. Imagine getting this worked up over going back to free speech. Authoritarians are going to be authoritarian. Like smell of mad wokes in the morning, I do. Like everyone is just tearing them apart. Shameful that a technology site that like Twitter loves free speech censorship so much. Are you gonna cry? The platform has already provided all the tools users need to curate their experience. Yeah, don't like it? Click the fucking block button. Die. Pretty much. Your existence is a disaster for anything other than insomnia. Words will never hurt you, babies of Twitter. Yeah. If the yeah, if the abuse is so hard, they can always close their accounts. Mm-hmm. Yeah, disastrous for women, even though we can't define those. Yeah, being subjected to opposing viewpoints could be disastrous. Interesting take. It's a good thing the block feature exists then. So these people are just tearing into. Oh yeah, there we go. Oh, what was that one though? Twitter is a private company; it can do what it wants. Yes, of course. Elon saying yes and get typical response. False. Source. Me. I'm a woman. Just here for the ratio. Clicked for the comments. Not disappointed. So as you can see, oh, narrator, it was a great time to invest in a Wambulance stocks. Yeah. Oh, you mean like Libs of TikTok, who's been harassed on nearly constant basis by malicious journalists? Exactly. I mean, Libs of TikTok was fucking doxxed, and the person who pretty much doxed them were is still able to be on here. Why weren't they suspended? Because it only works one fucking way on here. And that's what Elon is going to take away. This whole fucking bias that Twitter's had for years. Shut the fuck up, you absolute clowns. They can learn to code with me. I can teach them. Oh god, the hidden replies are amazing. Oh god, I need to see some of these hidden replies then. Hidden replies. Let's go. finally some finally someone that is real, unlike you guys with your leftist harassment preaching racism. Fuck off. Elon all day, baby. Fuck off. Transgenderism and evil cult. And those shut the fuck up. Keep crying. This is all lies and propaganda. Fuck off. 100% BS. Fuck them. Create your own multi-million-dollar social media platform if you don't like it. Twitter being African American owned is a good thing, you racist. Cry more, you fucking scumbags. Could you politely shut the fuck up, fucking asshats? Eat a fucking dick. I can't know how to hear anymore about the women and marginalized communities. Lick my male pussy, you transphobe. The color of my skin doesn't make me marginalized, you fucking racist. Bunch of fucking crybabies. Blocked Wired for stupid. What the fuck did you expect? It's the internet. If you can't handle this, then you should get the fuck off from the internet. I'm a woman and I love it. Smells like fucking freedom. So dumb. Go away. Oh, for fuck's sake. But you can tell people are not happy with you know, the bullshit that people were trying to fear monger. And Ashley, let me bring up something. Uh, a a day in the life of someone who works at Twitter. So let me bring up the video real fast, and I'll see you in a second. All right. So where it lives of TikTok, who is a female, by the way. People don't know that it's a female, but this is a day in the life of a Twitter employee. No wonder Elon Musk is firing 75% of them. And just caution for, disclaimer, this girl's voice is fucking annoying. Typical, like, oh my god, like Cali girl, like, oh my god, this is such a mood. That kind of, you just a heads up. So without further ado,
a day in my life as a Twitter employee. So this past week went to SF for the first time at a Twitter office, badged in. Honestly, took a moment to just soak everything in. What a blessing. Also started my morning off with an iced matcha from the perch. Then I had a meeting, so quickly scheduled one of these little pod rooms, which were so cool. They're literally noise canceling. Took my meeting, got ready for lunch. Look how delicious this food looks. Oh my goodness, I was so overwhelmed. Then made my way down to this log cabin area. I don't know what this is, but it was really cool. Played some foosball with my friends to kind of unwind a bit. Also found this really cool meditation room that I thought was super neat. I didn't do any yoga, but they have this yoga room if you are a yogi, so also thought that was really cool. Had a couple more meetings in the afternoon, had a ton of projects that we needed to knock out. Say hi to my teammates. Went to the library to kind of get some more work done. Obviously had to have our afternoon coffee, so made some espresso. And then before leaving for the day, had some red wine that's on tap. Went up to the rooftop and just honestly enjoyed the beautiful weather. So awesome trip.
nice. So what do you do? We know that you're a fucking drinking like a drunk middle-aged soccer mom with your fucking red wine on the tap. Your little meditation rooms, because apparently the stresses of seeing mean tweets all day really gets to you. You're playing foosball, 5-star restaurant quality food, little tiny isolation pods for your meetings. What do you do? It says a day in my life as a Twitter at the Twitter office. What do you do? Apart from apparently nothing. There are people who are working actual hard jobs that don't get any fucking breaks at all, and this seems like one big giant fucking break. How does anyone consider this a job? Looks rough. Yeah, it does. Yoga mats. Her voice is the tone, the pattern of speech, the California accent. Like, oh my god, like this red wine on tap is like such a mood. Like literally, it is such a mood. Oh my god. There's a TikTok speech pattern that young women gravitate towards. I hate it. Exactly. What exactly does she do? She didn't say anything. She said about meetings and like brainstorming for projects. What projects? Tell us about these projects you're working on. We know more about what she eats and drinks during the day than what she actually does. Is it a workplace or adult daycare? Work doesn't have to be a hellhole. Yeah, but she shouldn't be that fucking relaxed. Because these are the fucking idiots coming up with the fucking idea of, well, let's just ban people for saying there's two genders. Where's the room where they censor the speech? We've had it too good for too long. Mm-hmm. Indulgence in the voice, maybe. It's serious red wine on tap vibes. Like, why do you need red wine on tap? Isn't this like most of IT companies? This poor girl's gonna have hell of a time trying to find a new job after she's fired. Yeah, this is a camp for adults, complete with steamed table cuisine. Yeah. Please come to our factory, lady. 1 20-minute and 1 50-minute break in a 8-hour shift to enjoy the canteen, i.e., the room where the vending machines, the hot water machine, and the fridge and the microwave lives in. This is a generous, then a generous 5 minute to wash and change before home time. And that's the time you sign up for. Don't like it, get another one. I want to see the response to that. Missing the point. I do like it. My point is that people used Twitter levels of high luxury and little work are going to, yeah, exactly. So they're getting like 5-star meals, they're fucking getting red wine on tap, and they're not really doing anything. When you have a factory worker like myself or this person, and we barely get breaks. We have tiny little canteen areas which are usually hotter than the factory itself. So that's the point. It's basically a daycare center for adults. Meanwhile, a coal miner decided not to take a shower so he can take his son to a game. Where's the room where they actually work? No wonder we still don't have an edit button. Uh-huh. Show me the mean tweet vault. This explains a lot. Yeah. Unwinding from what? So, literally adult daycare. So, I'm glad Elon's taken over. Get rid of people like this who are just showing up and just like relaxing. I mean, it's okay to be relaxed, but when you have red wine on tap in yoga rooms and you're a little bit too relaxed, especially when it's not that challenging or stressful of a work environment. You know, you're not doing hard physical manual labor. You're not going home at the end of the day, your body sore, sweating. No, you're getting to eat 5-star meals and drink wine whenever the fuck you want. Yeah, real hard. Real hard. Thoughts and prayers for all of you. But Elon's taking over. He's already fired people. More firing to come. And hopefully we'll get back to being an open area where we can talk about things and not worry about being suspended or banned for saying shit like two genders or I don't trust the vaccine that wasn't fully tested first, and that, you know, young people who are getting the vaccine are suddenly having their hearts fucking blow out. You know, we won't have to worry about being suspended. Obviously, violence should be suspended. You know, violence should be taken seriously, but calling someone a mean name or just don't like if you don't like it, build your own platform. Twitter is a private company. It can do what it wants. So, but yeah, Elon's taken over officially. And Elon, my man, can you please add an edit button? Fuck. It's so stupid that there's no edit button. I mean, what kind of site operates with no fucking edit button? Where you have, it's like, oh man, I messed it up. I have to delete the whole fucking thing. So, but welcome Elon, who is now in charge. Anyways, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.